Looking at tea and why it's important to drink 3 cups of tea in the morning. I just got to work. I did my morning commute. You can see I'm still a little bit sweaty. And I want to show you a technique I use for making tea in the morning. First of all, I start with, you want to have a pitcher like this one. This is a teapot that has a switch on it that's an automatic switch. You can see there it turns orange when it's heating up. And for your 3 cups of tea, what you'll want to do is measure out 3 cups of very fresh filtered water. And you just pour those in and then go ahead and give that teapot a little bit of time to heat up. Now, while that's heating up, I want to talk a little bit about the importance of drinking 3 cups of tea in the morning. Now, I'm drinking here some chai masala. You can see it's a Tulsi tea from organic India. Organic teas are good because for 2 reasons. Number one, there's less of a likelihood that they're going to contain the toxins that you might find in a non-organic product. But also it helps promote the organic produce, organic industry. So, that's a good thing. So anyway, you might want to go ahead and pick, the same variety of tea. You may want to go with tea that's specially designed for antioxidant benefits. There's some teas that do that. Oolong tea is a good one. Yogi tea has one that they call their anti-aging antioxidant tea, which they've now actually taken anti-aging out of the name because even though tea probably is anti-aging, they can't really claim that, right? So there's something else here I want to point out. I've started adding to the morning routine, and you might say, whoa, espresso dark chocolate for the morning routine? Well, yeah, it's pretty potent, 72% cacao there, but cocoa. But if you take a look here, what you're getting in this product, and I want to point this out, with the iPhone 3GS, you can actually get pretty close to things, and it'll focus in. You can see in the ingredients here, this has bittersweet chocolate and then beet sugar. So the reason that beet sugar is important is that most chocolates are going to have regular processed sugar. You'll really notice a difference going with a chocolate that has as its sweetener beet sugar base. And then besides that, it's just roasted coffee. Okay, so this is just basically beet sugar for sweetness, and then you're dealing with chocolate and roasted espresso. There's actually little bits of espresso bean in this chocolate. Well, in that short amount of time, it's just been about 3 minutes, you'll hear the teapot is already starting to heat up. The temperature of water that's used to make tea is very important. Okay, so if the water is too hot, your tea is going to get kind of, I don't know if maybe blanched is a word for it, kind of like burned. The tea is just going to be, the flavor just isn't going to be quite right. And of course, if the water is not hot enough, well then the flavor of the tea is just going to be lacking. You listen here to this teapot. What you'll notice is that there was quite a bit of sound initially as the water started to boil. Now it's quieting down. So we're going into the next phase of the boiling process. You'll see in the bottom of the teapot, I won't get the camera too close, but in the bottom of the teapot, there are bubbles that are just the size of just little teeny baby peas almost, very small. So it wasn't quite to a full boil, and I went ahead and shut it off at the switch here. So now we're going to be getting a temperature of water that is, I think, ideal for making tea. Not too hot, not too cool. And then you'll want to let these cups of tea steep for quite a while. If you're going to really pull all of the nutritive value out of your tea, I think it's a good idea to just let those tea bags sit in there. And depending on how quickly you go through your tea, you might have some of that tea left at the end of the day that you'll be drinking up, and I think that's fine. Another technique that some people use is squeezing the tea bag, or possibly taking the tea bag in your mouth and just sucking the rest of the nutrients out of the tea bag once you're done with that tea. So I'm going to go ahead and let the tea sit for a while, but that's basically the morning routine that I go through with tea. And I think it's really a good thing. With the tea gives your body some cleansing benefits. You can also use a tea in the evening to give you some relaxation, help you calm down at the end of the day. So tea can help get you going, help calm you down. It's a subtle benefit there. It's not like coffee or something. So and of course the espresso dark chocolate, which is the brand I've been using, is endangered species. That's not a paid advertisement. That's just information. Um, but I really like it. I've tried some different dark chocolate brands, and I think that beet sweetener really makes a difference. So, anyway, thanks for tuning in to this edition of Resources for Life TV at resourcesforlife.com. My name again, Greg Johnson, and I hope you tune in again soon. Thanks.